Father's Day to all you awesome dads. If you're joining me live, tell me hi. Let me know where you're coming from on this live stream. I am simulcasting here onto Facebook and YouTube, so I'm just double checking, making sure that I am live here. Give me a second here. I have audio. That's good to go. All right, awesome. So yeah, let's get this party started. I'm today. A few weeks ago, I want to say maybe a month ago now. I had an aha moment where I was going to really make that commitment and decide to stop being quiet about this resource that I discovered a few years back that has helped me transition my business, my network marketing business, from belly to belly, face to face, prospecting people in malls, having home parties, having workouts at my house or workouts at different places to try to share my excitement for my business, to turning off, losing friends and family, to talking to the same one person over and over and over and over again, to complete frustration, to complete burnout. And if you felt any of those things, drop a 1 in the comments. Let me know. I made the decision that I was going to stop sharing and talking about, and stop. I was going to stop keeping this such a secret, because I really wasn't sure yet. You know what I mean? Like, I had to have my own proof that this works. Thanks, Mandy, for liking the video, before I really started teaching it and training it and sharing it. And even though I don't have all the results yet that I want, right? That's kind of one of our hangups in network marketing is, well, I'm not there yet, so I can't share with you what's working for me. I'm just going to go ahead and start sharing with you guys this resource that absolutely changed the direction of how I was building online. Because maybe you're in network marketing, maybe you're not. If you're not and you have no interest in this topic, move on past it. But if you're interested and you want to learn more, watch the rest of this video. So in my business, we want to share, right? Our business is about sharing. It's about networking. What we're not taught is really about the marketing aspect of things, right? And so a lot of people, you're kind of taught to make a list of your families and friends and go tell them that you started a business and invite them to watch a video or join a party. And social media has kind of changed the landscape. So it changed from kind of inviting people to a party or a meeting or a hotel meeting or, prospecting at, your kid's soccer game or the mall, to now you're kind of spamming or Facebook messaging or just blasting your sales and your promotions all over social media. And I never wanted to get into that. I never wanted to do that. I did the home party things. I had fun doing it, but it felt like when it came to internet, social media marketing, blasting promotions, sales, joining my opportunity, all that kind of stuff just seemed very intrusive and inauthentically me. And I struggled with it. And so I was always looking for a better way. And this also led me down a path where I would just spin my tires in the mud. Right. I would get stuck because I would go to this guru and that guru and be like, that's the person that is going to help me break through this stuck part of my business. And again, it was all essentially kind of the same stuff, where it was just talk to more people, very little use social media or really push the social media aspect of it. But again, it was just, how do you create and connect with authentic, like-minded individuals who want what you have without being intrusive, without also spamming their inboxes? And for me, that was the big thing that I was looking for. I reached out to other people in my network to kind of find out how they were using internet marketing, how they were using social media, and they really weren't. When I talk about those words, internet marketing, social media marketing, no one really understood what I was talking about. They just kind of used hashtags on Instagram or, somehow built a big following, but really couldn't teach me how they built a big following. I don't some people were telling me that they bought likes, that they bought followers, right? You can do that. And just to kind of make your profile look bigger than it really was, so people would want to follow you. All these little stupid social media hacks, and none of them were really a sound strategy to building an authentic business and or an authentic brand online. And so when I reached out to other people, again, there was just I messaged 50 to 100 people a day. And I was like, you're cold messaging strangers 50 to 100 people a day. And, and they'll preface it, well, like I kind of have a relationship with them. They'll either interact with one of my posts first, like or comment on it, and then I will go to them and private message them. And but at the same time, I was like, that was just a lot. It still felt like a business and a model and a path I didn't want to go down. So I kept looking, and I found this, kind of almost like a too good to be true. I'm very cynical by nature, and it's something that I constantly work on. If you're cynical by nature, or if you have some type of, is this real? Is this headline means like it's too good to be true? Did this person really recruit like 600 people in a month? Those kind of like headlines. I just went down the rabbit hole. I said, what do I have to lose? I've been stuck. I've been signing up for every other guru. If you signed up with like all these different professional, whether they're internet marketing coaches or what's up, Jeff, or social media gurus, and you just spent thousands of dollars trying to learn a better way, drop a 2 in the comments, because I sure as hell did. I mean, I have collections from different gurus of different people who, told me that their system was the system. And I'm sure it was. I'm sure it could have been, but for me, it wasn't. I wanted to find a streamlined, better way. And again, how I built my network marketing business in the beginning, before I became like this home party dude, I built it online authentically, but I didn't know I was doing attraction marketing while I was building it, because how I was building it was every day on message boards and on MySpace. I mean, I've been in the business now for 12 years on MySpace. I was just sharing my transformation. I was sharing my results with the programs. I was sharing my results with the products that I was using. And people were just coming to me and asking me for help. They wanted to work with me. And they also wanted to join my team as a distributor, because they started getting the results too. So they wanted to join it. And it was just like such a no-brainer. But I didn't understand so many things about what I was doing online that it was actually something I could have taught to people, that attraction marketing was something I could teach. So a couple of years ago, I found Attraction Marketing Formula. It's an ebook that actually teaches network marketers how to authentically build their brand, build their business, build it online without the spam, without the cold messaging, without the sitting and getting barred from Facebook, barred from Instagram, from blowing up people's inbox boxes. That's no fun. And that takes away the joy of what we're doing and building our businesses for. We've all struggled with it. And so, about a week or two ago, I connected with a guy in a dad group on Facebook, a dad fitness group on Facebook. We just started chatting, had no interest, right, about trying to prospect him or any of that kind of stuff. But it turns out he's in a similar network marketing business as I was. And we just started talking. I started asking him how it was going. And he just started telling me all these frustrations that he was having with his business, that he's been in it for almost as long as I've been in it, but with not the same kind of results. Because I did certain things in my business, I guess, my business is just farther along than his. But what he's being told isn't working for him anymore. Or it's not a path that he wants to go on, which is that messaging 20 to 50 to 100 people a day. And he told me in a private message that he was doing that on a pretty consistent basis. And he got blocked and put in Facebook jail, to where he didn't have access to his messenger anymore. And also, I don't know if it was on Instagram too, but, and he wasn't sending those copy and paste impersonal sales messages to people. He was writing individualized messages to 50 new people every single day, which blew my mind, because it's easy to copy paste. Hey girl, hey boy, what's up, dude? These generic. If you've got a generic message in your inbox from a friend, I'm talking not a stranger, I'm talking from a friend that's not even personalized to you, drop a 3 in the comments, because this guy has. It's dude, you know who I am. You couldn't have taken that extra 30 seconds to be like, hey, Joe, how are you? How's the kids? Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew this. Copy paste. That's all you can do. Really, just take the time to change the name. Take the time to personalize it. All right. And I'm not criticizing those who don't, because especially if you're brand new, that's what you're being told. And maybe you don't know any better and you're just being told and you're being a good soldier. But again, for me, I can only go so far as a soldier, and especially as a leader. It's there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. So anyways, this guy and I were talking about his business, about his struggles. And he was just like, you know, this is a recent message him and I were just having today, because I offered him this resource. I offered him the 10-day attraction marketing formula boot camp, right? I said, get into this boot camp. It's 10 days. You're going to learn from the master, one of the masters of attraction marketing. His name is Fernie. You're going to get his emails. You're going to get his videos. He's going to start teaching you through, like, to walk through this. So he's now been going through this process, this free 10-day boot camp. And I also nudged him because he's part of this sales funnel now where there's an offer, a low end offer to buy the attraction marketing ebook. And I was like, dude, get the book too. I go, don't settle for the free stuff. Get the book. And he bought the book. The book was $27 and he's about 2 weeks into it now. And he's messaging me like, you know, all of his kind of ahas and frustrations that he was been having in his business over the last 8 years. And just like the breakthroughs now that he's getting because of this free resource, because of this inexpensive book, and he's ready to elevate his business to the next level because of what he's learning in this. And so I don't want to keep it quiet anymore. And I asked him, I go, can I share some of the comments that you and I were talking about in Messenger with those in my audience, because they may find value in it as well? And he said, absolutely. I'm not going to refer to him by name. I'm going to keep it kind of very generic. Like I said, we're similar network marketing businesses, but the pains are real. The pains are pretty much exact for exact. Like he wrote to me, he said, I was against the group spamming, belief it was a numbers game. He was against messaging people one by one and getting, and he was against shoving any offer into people's inboxes without the relationship being there first. I mean, that's the thing. I get that from a lot of like, I don't know. I just go like, hey, we're having a promotion, and just like, boom, right in my inbox. I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't sign up for an email, you know, and I get it. I get it. I have some understanding and grace from people who do this because you're just being told to do it. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. You can still build an awesome business, and you can do a business to where you don't have to go chase them, to where you're not blowing up their inboxes, but where they're actually coming to you and asking you for more information, asking you for what you're doing, asking you for help and guidance to build their network marketing business without the spam, without the intrusion, without the time suck of messaging individuals over and over and over again, and getting nowhere. So again, it's like, it was one of the lessons, one of the fundamental lessons in network marketing that I learned is, you know, you can talk to the same 10 people 100 times, or you can talk to 100 people once, right? Now let's put a little flip on that. So, well, you can talk to the same 10 people 100 times. I found myself doing that online because you keep kind of going backwards. And if you want to follow up with people and you want to kind of see where they're at and if they're ready to get started, whether that's with your product or if that's with the opportunity, right? You just want to keep that nurturing stage going, right? But then you can talk to 100 people once. So you can reach out to those people and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is a new opportunity. This is a new product I'm using. If you're curious, if you want more information, let me know. You can do that also. But what if it was flipped, right? What if you had 100 people coming to you, like every day or like 100 people a month? Let's not even go crazy. Let's not say 100 people a day. But let's just say you had 100 people, 100 new people in your inbox messaging you, hey, what are you doing? What's new with you? How can you help me? I'm curious. I want more information. Versus you sitting there and chasing them. They're jumping in the boat. Have you ever seen that Sesame Street, Hey Fishies with Bert and Ernie? Like, I'm a kid. Like Bert sings Hey Fishy. No, it's Ernie. Ernie sings Hey Fishies to the fish, and the fish just start jumping in the boat. Boom, 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 boom. What if you had that kind of magnetic attraction? What if you had that kind of opportunity that people just wanted to know? And it sounds great and it sounds grandiose. And I was very skeptical too, but I was like, again, what the hell? Let's go through this. Let's go through these emails. Let's go through this ebook. And my buddy, he's doing this. So now I'm sharing with you his testimonial of what these ahas he's had. So he was super frustrated with the fact that he was being told to do group spamming, that he was like spamming inside of groups. You know, if you join a Facebook group and you just drop your opportunity or product link or something, it's and again, if you don't know, you don't know. But now I'm telling you there's a better way. So stop doing that. Get this boot camp. his upline and other leaders are also telling him the same thing. It's just like, you just have to work harder, right? You just have to talk to more people. You haven't talked to the right people. And it's just how much can you do before you get completely fried? And how much, like, before you just like, there's got to be something different. And again, I looked under the hood of these top leaders in my network marketing company to find out what they were doing. And majority of them had outsourced that task to somebody on Fiverr or Upwork, right? They hired a virtual assistant to do your cold messaging strangers. So they had really no involvement in the first stages of getting to know somebody, right? It was all cold messaging, scripting, and they were outsourcing that to someone for probably like $5-8 an hour. And I was like, I don't want to do that because that's not honest. I'm not going to tell someone I bring into this business to go do the dirty work while I'm having someone else do the dirty work for me. That's just not who I am. That's not, that hurts my heart knowing that. And then I also looked underneath the other hood, and I learned that people were hiring people to run ads, Facebook ads for their business, creating a sales funnel. And I was like, well, how much does that cost? Because I was curious. It was like $20,000 to hire someone to do their ads for them and promote their stuff for the year. And I was like, whoa, okay. So in order to earn that $20,000, you essentially have to just grind it out by blowing up everybody you make friends with on social media in hopes to earn that in your network marketing business. So then you can go invest it, right? I'm talking about this from a new person's point of view. I was like, I can't do that either. Because if I'm bringing people into this business and I brought them in via an ad, because that's part of the laws of duplication, how can I teach them? What can I do? So again, it's why this attraction marketing formula was so attractive to me, was because it's going to teach me what I need to know. And like I said, I've been down that rabbit hole with all these gurus that don't pay off in the end. And I was like, hey, what's one more? And it's awesome. And again, I'm just talking to you about my buddy's exposure so far to it. He's gone through the boot camp. He's finished the book. And what's cool also is if you buy the book, the $27 ebook, you get coaching calls from Attraction Marketing. You get people who are actually going to be coaching you on how attraction marketing aligns and helps you build your network marketing business online without all that nonsense that I've been mentioning for the last 10 minutes. It's really cool. And so my buddy, again, who's gone through all this stuff, he said basically everything I wanted in a strategy is in attraction marketing. He's paid for different services, just like I've done, different social media gurus, different personal development and business coaches. But they know very little when it comes to building network marketing businesses online. Attraction marketing formula is specific to the network marketer who wants to build an authentic business using social media, but with strategies that actually work, to where you're not spamming strangers, to where you're not blasting promotions to friends, to where you're actually creating content that people want more information on, and they are coming to you. They are jumping in that boat. So, he just for me, it just was a nice reminder from him, because he writes to me. I got to go up a little bit here. He wrote, like, there's this one part in the book. He sent me a screenshot of it. He goes, my first 2 years in network marketing completely destroyed my credibility. How many of you can relate to that, to where when you're in network marketing, and because either you're struggling with results, you're struggling with making the income that is, quote, like, kind of dangled in front of you. Do you feel like you've lost credibility with the people that you know because you were all into this opportunity and it didn't turn out the way you wanted? Not necessarily you failed, but you may feel like you failed, or you may have that impression that others think you failed. It's just like, who are you, right? Who are you to give advice next time when you may not have the results that others think you should have, right? So he just kept messaging me how much that those 10-day boot camp emails that he got from Fernie, when you click that link, as well as the Attraction Marketing Formula ebook, really spoke to him. And he was going through the modules, and he writes to me, he goes, dude, Fernie's been speaking what I felt like I was the only person in MLM thought. So again, if you are one of these individuals like me, like my buddy, who's just been like, there's got to be a better way to authentically build your business online without the sitting in groups and sniping people, or sitting on other people's Facebook pages, or following people, or, doing the whole hashtag thing, or locations. God, on Instagram, I learned people are like using locations to prospect people. And I was like, holy sugar, how are you doing this? And I don't want to go down to that rabbit hole and start teaching you about locations and how people use locations to find people. It's really creepy. And that's why I'm just like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to where someone finds you and asks you and comes into your wheelhouse, your life, and says, yo, man, what's up? What you're talking about is cool. I resonate with a bunch of it. Where do I get started? And that's what I'm doing on this live video. In this live video is that resource for the Attraction Marketing 10-day boot camp. You're going to get the emails from Fernie, my mentor, one of the founders of the Attraction Marketing Formula, the author of the ebook. I highly recommend that too. It's just, I don't want to just sell this to you and be like, oh, get this stuff. I'm just saying, if you're feeling the way I felt 2 years ago, and it was longer than that, but like that's when I made the plunge into attraction marketing. If you're feeling how my buddy felt, just like the upline's not listening when you know there's a better way, but you just can't figure it out, and you're saying there's got to be something else to your upline, the people who brought you into this business, and they're just telling you the same record player nonsense of work harder, talk to more people, it's frustrating. So you got to find something else. And so I'm not keeping this a secret anymore, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys here. And he writes to me, I'll close my live with this. He goes, the more I listen to this, he's talking about now, so in the emails are videos from Fernie's. He goes, the more I listen to this, the more pissed off I'm getting, because I kept saying to the leaders that it was possible this way. And I kept being told no, that I was wrong. Possible being, it's possible to build a system online where people come to you and they go in the system, and by the time they come out the other end, they're hungry and they're validated and they are 100%, in line with who you want to work with, who you want to join your business. And it's just, instead of burning through your fields. Again, I did a live video about this. I think it was on either Friday or Thursday, about the scorched earth, right? When you go through this and you just scorch earth, your prospects, you just bombard everybody. It's just like, one, your closing ratio and your sales ratio is going to suck, because you're talking to people who just don't care. So like maybe you'll get lucky and have like 1 out of 10 people buy, or 1 out of 10 people join. But if you do the attraction marketing formula and you set it up rightly and you go through the process and you're teachable and you're coachable and you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to put yourself out there and you're willing to struggle and fail, but also learn something new, right? The payout is awesome. You can have these aha moments. You can get connected with a community of other network marketers who are going to help you build a brand and a business online that's yours, as well as build a brand and a business that is aligned with your current network marketing business. And where you start is that link for the attractionmarketingformula.com. Get those 10-day emails, and then definitely buy that ebook and start reading. When you do that, I'll also be connected to you. I'll be in touch with you to see if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the program, how it can help your network marketing business. I'm really here to serve other network marketers the absolute best I can, with heart, purpose, dedication, integrity, all of that. So I know this maybe sound like, I feel right now like I'm one of those infomercial pitchmen who's just so excited about these Ginsu knives. I'm just fired up because I love when people follow my advice and they have the same aha moments I had, because it means the decision, it validates my decision that I made, right? And I love the fact that he is telling me all this stuff, because it just makes me more excited to come to you and tell you there is a better way to build your network marketing business, and you can do it. But it starts with this free resource. So click that link, put in your email. If you have questions, you can message me on Facebook Messenger, and I'll be in touch. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.